The butyric acid that is located inside of butter is going to help reduce inflammation in the digestive tract, and it has also been used as a treatment for people with IBS and Crohn's disease. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the top 10 reasons butter is great. Butter has often been vilified and demonized by the media, and unfairly so. It actually has a lot of really healthy properties about it, and it has a lot of the essential vitamins and minerals that our bodies need to function at an optimal level. It is one of my absolute favorite cooking fats to use, and it is something that I've been using regularly for over a decade, which is why today I am going to share with you the top 10 reasons butter is great. The number one reason butter is great is that it is an excellent source of vitamin A. Vitamin A is a fat-soluble vitamin, and it is essential to a healthy immune system. It is also essential for proper function of our thyroid gland. And with regard to butter, vitamin A is going to be the most abundant vitamin found in butter. Just 1 tablespoon will provide you with 11% of the recommended daily intake. The number two reason butter is great is that it is going to be rich in beta carotene. This point right over here kind of piggybacks off of number one, because with regard to beta carotene, it is a beneficial compound that our bodies are going to convert into vitamin A. But I'm not going to go into the health benefits of vitamin A because I just did that in point number one. Another one of the health benefits with regard to beta carotene is that it is a powerful antioxidant that can protect against free radicals. With regard to free radicals, these are going to weaken and break down healthy cells. So if you have a lot of free radicals circulating around your body, this could be absolutely detrimental to your health. It could lead to a host of health problems such as things like heart disease, cancers. So if you would like to improve your health, then incorporating a little bit of butter will boost your levels of beta carotene, and that can help to prevent against free radicals. And not only that, but beta carotene has also been shown to reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration and type 2 diabetes. So if you are somebody with age-related macular degeneration or type 2 diabetes, then incorporating a little bit of butter into your diet may be of great benefit to you. The number three reason butter is great is that it is a great source of vitamin D. There are a lot of misconceptions about vitamin D. Even though it is called a vitamin, it is actually a hormone, and with regard to vitamin D, it has many functions with regard to our immune system. In fact, there is a strong inverse relationship between our body's serum 25-hydroxy vitamin D levels and influenza. Many studies have shown that if your vitamin D levels are low, that the chance of you developing influenza or serious complications from influenza are going to be very high. I covered this in many of the videos that I made on vitamin D in the past, but basically multiple studies have shown that when you compare serum 25-hydroxy vitamin D levels above 38 nanograms per milliliter to people below 38 nanograms per milliliter, what the studies show is that in the study groups with the blood serum concentrations above 38 nanograms per milliliter, there is a 2.7 lower chance of developing a respiratory tract infection as a complication from influenza. Another thing is if you have vitamin D levels above 38 nanograms per milliliter when compared to groups below 38 nanograms per milliliter, the groups with the higher concentrations of vitamin D ended up having 4.9 times less sick days throughout the year. So if you are somebody that you have issues with immune function, or if you tend to get sick a lot, then incorporating a little bit of butter into your diet may be beneficial, because the vitamin D found in the butter will help to give you a little bit of an immune boost. Another thing with regard to vitamin D is as you get closer to the poles, the sun's rays are not going to be as strong, so you're not going to be able to absorb as much vitamin D from the sun. When you get closer to the equator, the sun's rays are going to be much stronger. So if you are somebody that lives closer to the poles, then you are not going to be producing as much vitamin D from the sun. So it would benefit you to get vitamin D elsewhere, either in the form of supplementation or from your diet. And vitamin D is located in butter. So if you would like to get it from your diet and not supplement, then incorporating a little bit of butter into your diet would be of tremendous benefit. The number four reason butter is great is that it is a great source of vitamin E. Vitamin E is a very powerful antioxidant that protects against free radicals. And as we already stated earlier, free radicals are going to weaken and break down healthy cells, and they may contribute to diseases such as heart disease and cancer. And exposure to certain environmental risk factors such as cigarette smoking or air pollution can exacerbate those symptoms. So if you are somebody that is in a big city where there's a lot of air pollution, or if you are somebody who smokes, then incorporating a little bit of butter into your diet would help boost your production of vitamin E and help protect against free radicals. The number five reason butter is great is that it is a great source of of vitamin K2. Vitamin K2, there are two different types. There's K1 and K2. K1 is the form of vitamin K that is found in plant foods, and then K2 is going to be found in animal products. With regard to vitamin K2, it is a nutrient involved in blood clotting, and it reduces blood vessel calcification. What that means is that it is going to help prevent calcium from being deposited into the arteries and clogging up your arteries. So if you are somebody who is prone to atherosclerosis or any type of heart conditions, then incorporating a little bit of butter into your diet will help give you a little bit of vitamin K2 and protect your heart against these different diseases. Another thing is that vitamin K2 is also going to improve your bone and heart health. So if you are somebody that is very prone to something like fractures, then again, incorporating a little bit of butter into your diet can help to prevent all of those issues. The number 6 reason butter is great is that it is a great source of vitamin B12. Vitamin B12, this is only going to be found in animal products. So if you are somebody that does not consume a lot of animal products, then incorporating a little bit of butter would be a great way to get yourself a source of vitamin B12. And one of the things with regard to vitamin B12 is that it supports natural function of our nerve cells, and it is needed for red blood cell formation and DNA synthesis. And it is also going to help boost our energy levels and improve our memory. So let's say you go to the gym and you are absolutely dead tired and you could not remember what set you were on. Well, if you get a little bit of butter into your diet, it's going to boost your B12, and because your energy levels are going to be going up and your memory is going to be a little bit improved, you're not going to be tired for your workout, and you're going to remember what set you're on, and you're going to be able to remember to count all of the different reps. The number 7 reason butter is great is that it contains butyric acid. Butyric acid is a short-chain fatty acid, and it is one of the 3 most common short-chain fatty acids located in our gut. And with regard to short-chain fatty acids, they are really, really easy to digest, and they are great for digestion. One of the primary benefits of butyric acid is that they are going to have an ability to provide our colon cells with energy. Another thing is that they are going to be very beneficial when it comes to normalizing the intestinal bacteria in our gut. If you have any type of gastrointestinal issues, or if you have some type of autoimmune condition, then the butyric acid could greatly improve your issues with regard to digestion. Myself, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis back in 2010, and back in 2010, my nutrition knowledge was nowhere near where it is today. So I remember back then, I used to be terrified of fat. I wouldn't go near butter. And then once I started educating myself a little bit more, I started incorporating a lot more butter into my diet. And I found that butter was actually one of the things that made a tremendous impact in my gut. With regard to butyric acid, the butyric acid that is located inside of butter is going to help reduce inflammation in the digestive tract. And it has also been used as a treatment for people with IBS and Crohn's disease. So if you are somebody that suffers from some type of digestional issue like IBS, Crohn's disease, anything like that, the butyric acid that is located inside of the butter can greatly help alleviate your symptoms of gastrointestinal distress. The number 8 reason butter is great is that it contains conjugated linoleic acid. Conjugated linoleic acid may prevent against certain chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Studies in mice and rabbits have shown that it slows and reduces the amount of plaque buildup in the arteries. So if you are somebody that is prone to heart disease, if you have had heart attacks in your family, or if you yourself have had a heart attack, then incorporating a little bit of butter may be beneficial from the conjugated linoleic acid that is located inside of the butter. One of the things with regard to conjugated linoleic acid is the differential between grass-fed butter and grain-fed butter is going to be completely different. There have been analysis done on grass-fed versus grain-fed, and the analysis found that there could be up to 500% more conjugated linoleic acid in grass-fed butter when compared to grain-fed. So if you are trying to get more conjugated linoleic acid into your diet, then incorporating a little bit more grass-fed butter as opposed to grain-fed would be of tremendous benefit. The number 9 reason butter is great is that it is inexpensive. With regard to butter, this is not going to be a main ingredient that you use in your cooking. You only have to use very, very small quantities. So because you're not using a lot, you don't have to spend a lot of money on butter. It's a very, very cheap ingredient. In fact, when I do my own cooking, pretty much every time I use my cast iron skillet, I like to use butter in it. And I'll go through a quarter stick at a time of a 250 gram stick of butter. That is roughly 62.5 grams of butter that I use every single time that I cook. With regard to that, it works out to about $1 to $2 a day, depending on the butter that you are getting. If you are getting organic or grass-fed, then you might spend about $10 on a 250 gram stick. If you are the type of person where you're not really into organic everything, you just want to get butter and you don't care if it's just a regular butter, grain-fed, or if it's grass-fed, then if you were to opt in for the cheaper butters, you can get a 454 gram stick of butter for $2 to $3. So to be able to use the butter, it's going to be very, very cost effective as opposed to using some other types of cooking fats. And finally, the number 10 reason that butter is great is that it tastes great. Butter has this rich flavor and it has this nice creamy texture about it. And with regard to butter, can also help to cover up bad taste, because when you cook with butter, and this is not only true with butter, this is true for all cooking fats, whenever fats coat our tongues, what's going to happen is this is going to reduce our body's ability to taste different flavors. So if you ever make a sauce that is too strong, it's either too spicy, too sour, too sweet, too anything, all you need to do is whisk in a little bit of extra butter, and this can reduce the intensity of the flavors. So if you are somebody that likes to cook a lot and you ever absolutely screw up a dish, just add a little bit of butter in there and you can make it a little bit more mild. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Those are my top 10 reasons butter is great. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so I know to make more of these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, as I will be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow.